So it's a type of investment into your education and training that would enhance your earnings capacity in the marketplace. Hello everyone, this is Ronan Blue and today's topic is on 12 ways to invest your first $1,000 smart. Stay till the end of the video to see all of the options available for you, and maybe you might want to choose one or two of them. Now, $1,000 is usually a good place to start with your investing world. It doesn't seem like a lot these days. Now, it's not so little and it's not so large either. It's in the middle. It's a good amount to test out different investment strategies that could potentially lead to good habits that could help you achieve your financial goals later in life. There may seem to be only a few options, but some of the wealthiest investors in the world had to start somewhere as well. But where could you start with that amount? What are some possible short-term or long-term options to invest it in? But before we take a look, it's better to look at some other points first. Now, before you invest, you should have little consumer debt. Diversification is good too, so you won't be wiped out by a single investment. You should also make a plan to make regular monthly contributions as well, on top of your $1,000. With that said, let's look at some $1,000 starting points. Robo investing. A robo-advisor is a relatively new creation within the last few years. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. Robo-advisors have some of the best investing strategies at this time, and they use artificial intelligence to use them. So what this means to you is that you'll be getting a financial planner for a much lower cost. All you need to do here is set it up and forget it, and your robo-advisor does the rest in finding the best investment choices for you. It actually determines your risk tolerance and builds a portfolio based on it. It's all automated, so you let the platform handle it for you. No trading or rebalancing. It does everything for you. Number 2, looking at ETFs. Now, this is a great way to bring diversification into your stock investments. It's a small purchase of a whole bunch of different stocks. With $1,000, it's true you won't be able to buy a lot there, but you can learn how to be consistent in learning to build your wealth from an earlier start. Number 3, build a Roth IRA. Having that tax-free money in your retirement is a huge benefit for a long-term retirement strategy. There are usually no account minimums required. Once you have enough money, you can start investing an amount you feel comfortable with. Keep a lookout for promotional IRAs as well. Number 4, peer-to-peer lending. This would be to get yourself into a personal loans marketplace. There's actually something called crowdfunding to get help with costs of expenses to get a particular business idea off the ground. But it's towards funding a loan. You act as a bank with other people and earn interest with everybody else. But of course, you do need to be careful, however, of the risk of defaulting from people with lower credit ratings. Number 5, a brokerage online account. Although this one isn't for everyone, it's possible by picking your own stocks, you can be successful. It will also save you money because you'll be doing all the research yourself. Now, there are user-friendly tools you can use for your portfolio growth as well. But keep in mind that all financial institutions do have their minimum deposit requirements. They may not accept your account application unless you deposit a certain amount of money. Number 6, invest in real estate. You can also try investing in REITs, real estate investment trusts. You can own real estate without having to be the landlord. It's where a bunch of other people lump their funds together into a single real estate investment. And what's great is there's a number of places you can start investing into REITs online. Number 7, you could pay off your debt. When you have a lot of debt, investing that $1,000 might not be the best decision to make. You can also think of paying down debt as an investment as well. Like credit cards, paying them off quick will tackle that interest you are paying on that debt. Keep in mind that bad debt on consumer goods carries charges and interest payments that grows just like compound interest, but in the opposite direction. Some credit cards charge an interest of 30%. Ouch. But of course, if it isn't worth using that $1,000 towards your debt, getting a part-time job would be a good choice as well. Number 8, small business ideas. If you're really passionate about a particular business idea, you can also invest into it as well. There's places like Etsy or putting together some of your online courses to sell them. Even YouTube may be an idea as well to invest your $1,000 into it. Depending on how much effort you put in, the potential is all there. Number 9, invest in education. Now there are training certificates you can invest into to enhance your earnings. So it's a type of investment into your education and training that would enhance your earnings capacity in the marketplace. And yes, it's not a lot of money to buy a lot of that education, but there are certain professional certificates you can get other than just technology. Number 10, US Treasury securities. For this, you can invest in a variety of US government securities with just $100. There are bonds, bills, notes, and Treasury inflated protected securities. Tips. Number 11, mutual funds. These are similar in terms of minimum deposit amounts. They could be purchased through a brokerage account, but could be bought through your local bank, often for less than $1,000 when you have an existing relationship with the bank. But there are fees an investor will incur when investing in mutual funds. As talked about in one of my previous vlogs, there's what's called the management expense ratio, or the MER. The MER ranges from 0.05% to 0.7% annually and varies depending on the type of fund you have. But the higher the MER, the worse it is for the fund investors. Just keep that in mind. Number 12, invest in penny stocks. Yes, it might seem very risky, but for some it makes sense. $1,000 would seem to go a long way when buying stocks that are priced at less than $1. The thought there is that they are cheap, and it's likely that there is only one direction it would go, up. With $1,000, you can buy lots of different stocks, and some may be winners. Before this, you'll still need that brokerage account to start, and a lot of brokerage accounts, as mentioned earlier, requires a minimum amount to begin. But keep in mind also that there's a reason why penny stocks are priced so low. They are thinly traded and are mostly companies that have fallen far down on their luck. Although I don't highly recommend penny stocks compared to the other points mentioned, there may still be potential there. But right now, $1,000 probably doesn't seem like a lot to invest. But you are beginning the practice of making sound decisions now that is going to pay off big time as you make more and more financial decisions in the future. But whatever decision you make with your $1,000, just be proud that you took some time to see where it could potentially be invested. Well, tell me what you think of the ways I talked about today to invest your $1,000 in the comment section below. Where would you invest your $1,000? If you like this vlog, please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for more of my coming content here. Thank you for watching my vlog. Be free, gain wealth, and travel far.